Thanks for being here, you guys. I'm all ready. There we go. All right, lie down on your back. So I was kind of joking about yoga anytime, anywhere earlier. And yoga, the practice that we do in this class is a physical yoga called asana. And asana is paired with breathing exercises called pranayama. Throughout class, I will give you a few different cues on breath. But no matter what happens in class, make sure you breathe, whether I'm cueing it or not. So as you lie back, tune into your inner teacher. There we go, we're all set. Tune into your inner teacher. This part of you, this intuitive knowing part. Whether you are a regular practitioner of asana or more casual, you still have an inner teacher. And for a moment, take a, just let gratitude pass over you for all the teachers in your life. And that you are possibly a teacher of others. Of course you are. As we move through class, honor what's going on with your body today. Back off if you need to back off. Go a little to your edge and beyond if that feels right. So use that inner teacher. On your next inhale, take your arms all the way over your head and reach to the back of your space. Reach out through your hands, the heels of your hands, alternate, stretching the right arm and left arm. Add your legs, press out through right heel and left heel. And steadily breathe through your nose. As you add movement, imagine that you're really just lying in corpse pose. So it's an easy transition, adding movement, keeping muscles that you don't need to activate, not active, be efficient. And take 2 more rounds of breath, reaching fingers away from toes. Big stretch, full body. Reach long, evenly, fingers away. Now exhale, knees into your chest. Bring your hands onto your legs, wherever, maybe it's your shins or the back of your legs, and we'll roll side to side. As you move side to side, it's okay if you roll all the way one way or the other. You can sort of use your elbow and change your direction. Shoulders and chest relaxed. You can let your head just sort of go with the flow. And let's roll one more time each direction. Make your way back to center and take your arms out from the shoulder into a T position. If you don't have enough room, I know that some of you guys are kind of in a smaller space, you can take your arms out to like a goal post with your knuckles on the floor. So your palms are face up, your elbows at a 90-degree angle. Keep your legs bent, hug your knees together. Take a breath. As you exhale, both knees to the right. Inhale, both knees up to center. Hopefully you have some room there in your hotel room. Both knees over to the left and center. If you have your arms outstretched, keep going, right and left. If you have your arms outstretched, you can take your arms out, palms down. This will help you stay kind of more stable. So adding this movement, use the muscles that you need to use and be efficient, be efficient. So by that, check in with like your eyebrows. Are they clenching? Are you gripping your hands into the floor? You know, find those areas and ask them to relax. Keep going, knees right and left. Legs together. And some of you have done this with me lots of times. You know what's about to happen. Get one more each side, right and left. Breathing steadily. After you complete both, right and left, bring your legs to center and lift your legs to the sky. Hug your legs together. Press the ball of the foot up. So rather than flexing your heels up, this is the classic now Barbie feet position. Legs together, both legs over to the right. So much harder with your elbows at the 90-degree angle. So if you want to add that, both legs to center and both legs to the left. So my legs aren't coming all the way to the floor. That's okay. You don't have to let your legs land. In fact, control the movement so much. Hug your legs together to the right and to the left. Control the movement so much that you kind of resist from the floor. This is the stomach churning pose. Let's do one more to each side. Right. And left. See, that was not ease. I was not bringing ease into this. Use your breath. Finish out your movements. Both legs straight up. Bring your hands to the back of your legs. Bend your knees. Hug your legs towards your body. With your hands on the back of your legs, start to roll up and down the spine. Roll up, roll back. Roll up, roll back. Roll up, balance, roll back. Roll up, balance, straighten your legs, roll back. Roll up, straighten the legs, reach your hands, bend your knees, roll back. Roll up, balance, straighten the legs, your arms, bend your knees, roll back. Let's do a few more like this. The next time you come up, stay. This is boat pose. Open up your palms, turn your palms face up. If you need to grab the back of your legs, it's cool, it's all good. Press your Barbie feet away, hug your legs together. Lift, take a breath. Okay, listen, cross your ankles, bring your hands onto the floor and lift your butt lower. Come back to boat. Cross your ankles the other way, hands on the floor, lift, lower, come back to boat. Let's do it again. Cross your ankles, hands on the floor, lift, lower, boat. Last one. Cross your ankles the other way, hands on the floor, lift, 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 lower, boat pose. Turn the corners of your mouth up. And let's turn to hands and knees. Good job. I know that was hard. Hands under shoulders. Knees under hips. Take a breath in. As you exhale, round your spine, cat pose. On an inhale, belly down, lift your tail and your eyes. Exhale again, cat. Belly down, tail and eyes up for cow. One more like that. Push the floor away, round your spine. Belly down, tail and eyes up. Come to neutral. Walk both hands over to the right. So you're probably off your mat. So I have my left hand approximately where my right hand would be, and my right hand is, still about shoulder width. Take a breath and exhale, push the floor away. So we're in cat pose and a side bend. Inhale, belly down, lift your tail, look up into cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And again, exhale. Breathing through the nose, belly down, last one here. Come to a neutral spine. Walk yourself to center. Turn your toes under, knees together, and walk back into a toe stretch. We haven't done this in a while, at least in class. It might have been last week, but that was a week ago. Today's today. Toes point forward, sit your hips on your heels. Interlace your hands, turn your palms face out, lift your arms in the toe stretch, take a breath. Exhale, round your spine. Squeeze your palms together now and make a index finger steeple. Let's do that again. Inhale, turn your palms face up, come straight. Arms up. Exhale, round your spine. Squeeze your palms and make a steeple like James Bond, except you're in a cat pose. And again, turn your palms up, straighten your arms. And one more James Bond. Round your spine. Now, separate your hands, reach them behind you, arch back. Interlace your hands behind you, arch forward. So it's like a cat. Inhale again to cow with your hands squeezing behind you. And exhale, hands, palms to prayer. Hands to the floor. Lift your toes, circle your ankles. And walk both hands now to the left. So my right hand is now about where my left hand would sort of normally be. My left hand off the mat. Side bend. You can separate your knees, hips width. Take a breath. And exhale, cat pose. Push the floor away, stomach in. Suck your stomach in. Inhale, belly down. Lift your eyes and your tail. And again, exhale. Stomach in, push. Inhale, belly down. Tail and eyes up. Exhale. One more inhale, belly down, cow pose and a side bend. Come to center. So we did toe stretch, now ankle stretch. Haven't done this in a while, I know. So just sit hips on your heels with your toes straight back. Bring your hands to your sides and lean back so your knees come up off the floor. And just support your weight with your hands. I won't ask you to do anything else weird here. I know this is a lot if you have ankle things going on. If it helps, hug your knees together. Draw your belly in and take 3 more breaths. This feels like physical therapy, doesn't it? The thing with physical therapy is you get those exercises and then you walk away with papers in your hand and you're like, nah, I'll do these. And then 3 weeks go by. Damn, I forgot to do my exercises. So then just come to yoga class. Come into a table position. Take a breath. And again, exhale, cat pose, stomach in. Inhale, cow pose, belly down. Now exhale to child's pose. Stretch your arms forward. Inhale, back to table, but right away to cow. Lift your tail, your eyes. Exhale, child's pose. Stretch your arms forward, your hips to your heels. And again, inhale into cow. And exhale to child's pose. Adding on from here. Inhale up, cow pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to cow, knees down. Arch your spine. Exhale to downward facing dog. Push the floor away, straighten your arms. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, down dog. One more inhale to cow. Knees down very gently. Cow pose. Push the floor away. Turn the soft part of your elbows forward. Push into the floor with your index finger and thumb and wag your tail. And come to center. Stand up on your shins, bring your hands behind you, supported back bend. Hips forward. Be gentle on your low back, no pinching. Lift your chest, draw your belly in, push your hips forward, and if it's okay, you can let your head come back. Otherwise, your chin stays at your chest. Push your toes into the floor. Look for the wall behind you. If your head is back, open the front side of the body. Bring your chin back to your chest. Stand up on your shins. Hands forward, right foot between your hands. Turn your left toes under and slide your left leg back into a lunge. Move your hips side to side. Use your hands, you can drift gently. If it's better for you to just hold stillness, do that. If it feels okay, just close your eyes and breathe into the tight spots. Keep your shoulders open, your feet relaxed. Can you lengthen forward from your left toes? Hips come forward. Shift a couple more times if you're moving. And make your way back to center. Half split. Bring your hips over your left knee and right foot forward. We'll do more of this. Right foot forward. Work to just press out through the heel. Press out through the ball mound, like the Barbie foot. Move the foot. Rotate your leg in the hip joint. Move your hips. Be gentle. I am up on my fingertips. You guys, most of you know, I like to alternate between knuckles, flat palms, and fingertips. So, you know, the one thing with fingertips down is it brings, you know, it's almost like having a block. Brings the floor a little closer. Knuckles down gives the fingertips a break. And palms down helps you really ground, make contact. If you're moving, come back to center. Take both hands to the inside of the right foot and walk your upper body over to the left. We're just going to be here for a few breaths. Make it as deep as you like. I had us do this the other day. Crawl your fingers forward, come up onto your fingertips, and feel the side stretch. Walk yourself back to center. Same thing. Bring both hands to the right. So you're now crossing over the right leg. Crawl your fingers away. You can drop your head down. Firm your right thigh. Engage. And then relax the thigh muscles. Reach one more time. Very gently. Walk your hands back to center. Come to a lunge. This is a lot on one side, you guys, so forgive me. Come to a lunge. Bring your hands onto your right knee. Squeeze your left glutes, and then bring your hips over your left knee. Interlace your palms. Stand firm in the right foot. Interlace your palms. Bring your palms forward and up. So we just did this in toe stretch. Take the James Bond, interlock your fingers, come to the steeple pose and round your spine. Round your spine, stomach in. Release your hands and arch as you bring your arms behind you. Push your left toes into the floor. Look up. Bring your hands now together behind you. Squeeze your palms. Tuck your chin and round forward again. Push into the floor with your right foot. Now arch back again. Squeeze your palms together. Release your hands. Bring both hands to your right thigh. Turn your left toes under and lift your left thigh. So this is lunge again. If you need to take your left knee to the floor, please know that you can. We're going to do that again. Interlace your hands. Push your arms forward and up overhead. Now squeeze your palms together, make a steeple, point it forward, tuck your chin and round. Release your arms, take them behind you, arch back, look up. Interlace your hands, squeeze your palms together, tuck your chin and round. So the shoulder heads come forward, but press back with your left thigh. Arch, squeeze your palms together, reach your hands towards your left heel. Release your hands, both hands forward. Let's slide left foot forward and fold. Bring your hands to your shins, inhale and come up halfway. Bend your knees, hands to the floor, right leg back, right knee to the mat. All of that, hopefully I can remember the sequence on this side. So hands on either side of left foot, and we're just going to be nice and easy here, moving, shifting. Breathe. Allow your hips to come forward. Be efficient. And again, by that, check in, notice. This is a mindfulness practice. So check in, notice if you're clenching. And that can just be one of those things that is a forever practice. Know that it's okay to make a correction over and over. And if you lose your sense of mindfulness, just bring yourself back. Bring yourself back. Come back to center. Come to the half split, left heel forward. Slide your left heel forward. Bring your hips over the right knee. You can walk your hands to your sides, maybe fingers down, knuckles down, palms down. And start to move your left leg, your foot, your toes, an exploration of your range of motion. This is meditative movement. Send your breath where you feel there's like a blockage, like have that kind of intuition. Remember, inner teacher. To notice, notice, notice. Inner teacher. Wise. Curious. Forgiving. Sometimes a hard ass. Yeah, that's important too. But find a balance between intensity and ease. Okay, half split variations. Take both hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your hands out, and it's really up to you how far you want to take it. Usually one side is less flexible than the other, and by that it is stronger sometimes, and maybe that is your body's way of compensating for activities, sports you played or still play, or how you drive, or how you climb a ladder. So it's very normal to have asymmetries. Breathe into the right side body, even though it's kind of squished, but have an awareness. Notice, notice, notice. Breathe into the left side body. Relax down through your neck. And other side, walk your hands all the way to the other side, the left of the left, left of the left. So now you're crossing your body over the left thigh in a half split. Because why not? Hopefully you can reach the floor. I usually would encourage blocks, but since I just launched into class, I didn't even set that up. If you don't have a block, there are a variety of household things you can use. Thick books are sort of the go-to. A rolled up blanket is usually a good option. Okay. There is our half split variation. Walk yourself back into center. Slide your left heel back, bend your left knee, and come into a lunge. Hands onto the left thigh. Stand into the mat with your left foot. And notice how when you do that, it encourages your tailbone to kind of tuck under. So try that here for stability. Interlace your hands, press your arms forward, palms forward and up. Keep standing firm in the left foot. Make your steeple, James Bond, and round your spine. Keep your eyes open for balance. Inhale and drop your hands down, arch your spine. Push your right toes into the floor. Catch your hands behind you. If you can, squeeze your palms, tuck your chin, roll your shoulders forward and round. Tuck and round. Stomach in round. Back bend. Reach your hands towards your right heel and arch. Stand in the left foot. Squeeze your butt. Look back. Release your hands. Bring both hands to left thigh. Turn your right toes under and lift your right knee. So just like the other side, if you need to place your right knee back down on the floor, that's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Interlace your hands and press. Press the right thigh back, arms up, lunge. Steeple grip, squeeze. Round forward, stomach in. Release your hands, take them behind you, arch back. Clasp your hands together behind you, roll your shoulders forward and round. Pull your hands back to your right heel and arch, look back. Release your hands, hands to the floor, very gently, right foot forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, come up. Partway, exhale, fold. Press down through the feet, inhale and come up all the way, arms out and up. Clasp your hands, turn your palms up, straighten your arms, your legs, reach. Make your steeple, round forward, exaggerate the round, tuck. Release your hands, exaggerate the back bend, arch. Clasp your hands, again, tuck, round. Keep your hands together, squeeze and exaggerate the back bend, arch. Release your hands, palms to prayer. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Salute to the sun. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead at a back bend. Palms touch, arch back. And rise up, stretch up, forward fold. Swan dive, fingers to your mat, your shins, push into the floor or your shins and come up halfway. Bend your knees, left leg back, palms flat, right leg back, plank. Spread out your fingers, knees to the floor. If you need to, hug your legs together and lower, hover, elbows in. Cobra, toes down, 90-degree angle at the elbows. Push into the floor, cobra to upward facing dog. Toes on the floor, hug your legs together. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Push into the mat with your index finger, your thumb. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Step left foot forward and right foot forward, forward fold. Rise up, inhale, arms all the way up. Palms touch back, bend. And hands to prayer. Again, reach your arms up. Extend back, palms touch, look back. Rise up, stretch up, fold forward, swan dive. Hands to shins or the floor, come up halfway. Bend your knees, we'll step right foot back first. Palms flat, left foot back to plank. Shift forward, bend your knees if you'd like, and put them on the floor as you lower. Lower, hover. Upward facing dog, top of the feet on the floor. Spread out your fingers and push. Back bends, pull your shoulder blades down. Push into the mat, index finger, thumb. And roll back over your toes, downward facing dog. Strong. Straighten your arms, relax your neck. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Right foot forward, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, arms out and up, reach. Back bend, arch back. And hands palms to prayer. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali say, yoga is to calm the ripples of your mind. And from that, you can abide in your true nature. Bend your knees, fingers to the floor. Keep your legs just like this, reach your arms up, chair. Utkatasana, thumbs towards the ceiling. Forward fold, lift your hips, fingers to the mat. Come up halfway, inhale. Bend your knees, left leg back, hold. Left heel down, arms forward and up, warrior one. Pull your right shoulder back. Open your arms, shoulder height, reach your arms away, warrior two. Warrior one, both arms up. Lift your left heel, square your hips, hands to the mat. Step back to down dog. Hold here or come with me. Plank. Knees down if you need, bend your elbows, lower hover, upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Hold here. So it's like a runner stretch. Take your right heel down. Hands like blades, reach your arms forward and up. Pull your left shoulder back. Warrior one. Left arm forward, right arm behind you, warrior two. Gaze over the left fingertips. Bring your right arm forward and up, both arms up. Warrior one. Lift your right heel, square your hips, hands to the floor. Step left foot back, hold here or come with me. Plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, bend the elbows, squeeze your rib cage with your elbows. Upward facing dog, top of the feet on the floor. And downward facing dog. Slide your left foot closer to the right and lift your right leg high. Push the floor away. Lift your right leg high. Point your toes. Bend your right knee. Point your right knee towards the ceiling and look under your right armpit. Square your hips, right knee towards the mat. Look forward. Right foot between your hands, left knee down, top of your left foot down. Walk your right foot to the outer edge of your mat, both hands to the inside of your right foot. Flex your right foot. Open your right knee towards the floor, ish. Maybe left elbow down, maybe right elbow down. Option, stay here, or walk both hands, over to the left. Yes, try it. This time, push the floor away with your hands instead of crawling away. Let it happen, people. Bring your right foot back to the floor, walk yourself back to center, and come back into your half split. Option, slide your right heel further forward. Half split, turn your left toes under. Option, to pull your left knee off the floor so you're kind of floating. Anyone floating? What's happening is you're really getting a crazy good stretch to the left hip flexors. Firm the right side thigh muscles, flex your right foot. Left leg is also active, locked, heel towards the back of the room. Okay, to come out very, very gently, left knee down. If you need an emergency exit, you can roll onto your right hip. Otherwise, hands to the inside of your right foot. Pull your left knee more forward and bring your right foot behind you. Table position. Take a breath. Exhale. Cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And downward facing dog on the exhale. Bring your right foot closer to left, lift your left leg up high. Super high. Higher than you think, higher than you want. Squeeze your left glutes. Push into the floor with your index finger and thumb. You'll hear me say that every single class. Now bend your left knee, point the knee towards the ceiling and turn, look under left armpit. No collapsing, you guys. Take another breath. Square your hips, look forward, and left foot between your hands. Right knee down. Walk your left foot as wide as it goes on your mat, both hands to the inside. Flex your left foot and open your knee to the left. Right elbow down, maybe left elbow down. It's okay to stay up high. No forcing. But this methodically helps to warm and open into the spine, the hips. So working toward our splits. Walk both hands to the right into your side bend and push the floor away. Breathe into the right side. One more breath. My voice cracked. Breath. Come back to center. Push, straighten. Walk yourself to center and into your split. Okay, again, your variation, your version, left heel forward. Maybe on your knuckles, your palms. Perhaps you turn your right toes under and come into this straight leggy position. Yeah. Squeeze your butt, press your thigh towards the ceiling, and lock your left leg. Press it out through your heel. Don't worry, we'll have the yin version of this later. This is not yin, my friends. Lots of muscles are helping right now. Gently, gently, gently. Right knee to the floor. Remember, emergency exit. If you need it, you can roll onto your left hip. Both hands to the inside of your left foot and left leg behind you. Let's take a child's pose. Hips to heels, stretch your arms wherever. If you want forward, awesome. If you want them at your sides, also good. And breathe into your back body. Belly pushes against your thighs. Expand kidney area and broaden across the lower ribs. Breathe. I have my legs together. You can open your knees if you like. Child's pose has a few different variations. And come back to downward facing dog. Step your right foot halfway between your hands and your left foot. Bring all of your weight into your right leg and lift your left leg. So this is a standing split-ish, right? Walk your hands closer to your right foot. Take your right hand behind your right leg and see if you can clasp your heel. Draw your body forward, belly to right thigh. Lift your left leg more. Left hand on the inside of your right foot. Push your left fingers into the floor and lift your left leg more and more. And if you lose your balance, you can release your right heel, of course. More and more. Leg up. Now, walk your hands forward. Keep your left leg up. Transition. Keep your left leg up into a balancing airplane. Now, bring your left knee forward. Lift your upper body upright. Left knee forward. Arms to your sides. Take your left foot behind you. Left hand to left ankle for dancers. Reach right arm up. Take a breath. Push your hips forward and kick your left leg behind you. Reach your right arm forward and kick. Straighten your right leg. Stretch your right arm forward, body down, kick, kick, kick. Release. Airplane. Maybe airplane. Hands to the floor, half split, maybe standing split. Left foot down, right foot back, down dog. Plank. Folding plank. Get your balance. Steady, hands shoulder width apart. Mine are a little wide. Index finger, thumb, push it down, straighten your arms and pull the soft part of your elbow forward. Press back through your heels, jaw relax. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Oops. Lower your right leg and step your left foot. Dang it. Am I switching up the wrong legs? Right foot forward. Right foot between your left foot and your hands. Left leg up. No, shit. Switch. Okay. We're going to do the. So we're going to stand in your left foot. Right leg up and half. I'm so discombobulated. Right leg up, standing splits. There we go. Take your left hand to your left heel, elbow behind you. See if you can wrap your forearm behind your left calf. Take your right hand to the inside-ish, underneath your right shoulder at least of your left foot. Keep lifting your right leg. Belly to your left thigh, lock both knees. Gotta have a sense of humor. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting, lock your knees. Transition, walk your hands forward. That's a lot on one leg, right? You can soften your left knee if you need to. Arms open into airplane. Reach your hands away from each other, press back through the right heel. Oh yeah, there it is. Warrior 3, AKA airplane. Now, soften the left knee and bring your upper body upright. Take your right knee forward. Arms to your sides. You might feel a little dizzy. It's okay. It's what you pay for. Bend your right knee behind you. Grab your right ankle from the inside with your right hand. Left arm up. Big stretch and kick your right leg behind you. Kick and kick and kick and kick. Stretch your left arm forward. Right foot comes towards the ceiling. Belly comes parallel to the floor. Kick and kick. Reach and kick. Standing leg locked. Stretch forward. Kick back. Kick back. And transition back into your airplane. Oh, it's so challenging. Good. It's good for us, you guys. Airplane. Hands to the floor. Lift your right leg. Walk your hands towards your left foot into your standing split. Right foot down. Bring your hands forward. Step your left foot back. Without thinking too much, plank. Just come to plank. Draw your belly in, hug your legs together. Broaden your chest. Knees to the mat. And again, child's pose. How about the ripples in your mind? Are they calm? This is what you hear referred to as the monkey mind. And the process of yoga helps to clear away the distractions. Go ahead and flip over onto your back. Bend your knees so your feet are flat and as wide as your mat. Walk your heels close towards your hips, but as wide as your mat. Take both knees over to the right and just rest in that twist. Relax your legs and breathe. Can you take a giant breath? Expand. Now exhale everything out and retain the exhale. So suspend the breath. Hold, 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 hold. And breathe softly. In the twist, inhale, arch your spine. Arch your spine. Keep arching. Take an inhale and suspend the breath again. So this time on an inhale. And gently release. If doing these retentions makes you feel anxious, just breathe long and slow. We're gonna do it again, just in the twist without any other effort. Take a breath. And exhale everything out. At the bottom of the exhale, hold. If you know what your locks are, engaged. So lift and engage the perineum, the pelvic floor, root lock, belly in. Soften the body and breathe normally. So root lock is squeezing everything you can at the pelvic floor. And it's not like a crazy, like, it's not like puckering. It's a very subtle lift. Let's do that at the end of this next inhale. So arch your spine, inhale. Root lock, pelvic floor. Release the lock and soften into the twist. Just breathe normally. So the purpose of the breathing exercises is the next rung towards concentration, meditation. So it helps play with your energetic body in preparation for deeper levels of meditation. Take a few more breaths with your knees over to the right. It's all good, you guys. Just work where you are. We're going to come back to center. Take a breath or two with your knees bent and then stretch out into corpse. So use your hands if you need to. Roll to your back. Keep your knees bent for just a moment and then stretch your legs out. Arms at your sides, corpse pose. Take a giant breath, expand like toward your heels, like breathe that big that you feel your heels shift. As you exhale, soften your whole body, everything. And take your arms overhead, big stretch. Full body stretch, reach, press out through the heels. Take an inhale. And on your next exhale, both legs up into happy baby. If you can, grab the outsides of your feet. I have my elbows on the inside of my knees. If you need to take a different position, you can wrap your arms behind from the outside, behind your thighs. You can also grab your ankles from the inside. So kind of right above the ankle at the Achilles. That works just as well. Now rock and rock and rock. Some of you may work to straighten your legs. Shoulders are relaxed and open. Can you press out through your heels, whether your legs are bent or straight? Come back to center. Gather up your legs. Give yourself a bear hug. Release your bear hug, feet on the floor. Open your feet as wide as your mat and take both knees over to the left. So we're just here for like 3 minutes. It's a very easy twist. Breathe softly, but in a conscious way. intentional breath. Over the next minute, can you breathe the same inhale, exhale duration? So don't fight it. Like if you count to 6 or whatever, 7 on an inhale and your exhale is shorter, don't trip too much on that. Just explore breathing at the same inhale, exhale rate. Maybe your exhale is much longer than your inhale. It's okay. After a few rounds like that, lengthen your pause in between the inhale and the exhale. If you want to explore same, that would be inhale for, I'm going to just use the number 6 counts, hold for 6 counts, exhale for 6 counts, hold for 6 counts. So over this next minute, give that a try if you want. And as I said before, if it makes you feel anxious doing this kind of breath work, just skip it. Finish up your round of breath. Giant inhale, arch your spine. Hold the breath. Soften, exhale. Take a round of breath. Just in your twist, normal twist. At the end of the exhale, hold the breath. And breathe normally. Let's do that one more time. Take an inhale. Hold at the top. Add your locks, root and belly. Arch. Soften, soften. Take a round of breath. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, just very slightly suspend. Subtle. And release. Breathe normally. Use your hands. Lift your knees. Square your body. Keep the feet flat to the mat. Walk your feet close towards your hips and lift your hips up to bridge. Walk your shoulder heads underneath you. Bring your sternum towards your chin. Push into the mat with your upper arms. Squeeze and firm the glutes. Lift, 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 lift. And lower. Once your hips come down, straighten your left leg, lift your right leg, straighten your right leg, and grab what you can. Back of your leg, your calf, your heel, wherever you can grab, relax your upper body. So head on the floor, shoulders on the floor-ish. I mean, mine aren't actually on the floor, but chest relaxed. Whether you're holding the back of the thigh, the back of your calf or your heel, firm the left leg, so the opposite leg. Press out through your left heel. And use gravity to draw your right leg just a bit closer. No forcing. Now bend your right knee if it isn't already. Take your right hand around behind your, so how do I explain this? Take it from the inside. My right arm is on the inside of my right leg. Grab your ankle from the outside and see if you can put your right leg on like a backpack. Left hand onto the left hand onto the right foot. So lift your chin, your head, your shoulders if you need to. Most of you will need to. And if you can't put your leg on like a backpack, that's fine. Working in that direction. Sense of humor, remember? Some of you might straighten your right leg behind you, ish, and everybody slowly release. Bend both legs, feet on the floor. Lift your hips into bridge, excuse me. Lower your hips. Straighten your right leg to the floor. Grab the back of your left leg at the thigh, at the calf, at the heel. And we got this side to do. So remember asymmetries, this side may be tighter, may be more flexible. No forcing, just use the gentle yielding weight of your hands to draw your left leg more towards your body. Firm the right leg, the extended leg on the floor, and press out through the heel, lock your knee. Squeeze your butt. Why not? Are you breathing? Note that retention and suspension of the breath is different than just like not breathing. So there's purposeful pranayama versus shallow, stressed out, not conscious, not intentional breath. Soften your left knee if it isn't already, bend it. Bring your left elbow to the inside of your left leg. Grab your left ankle from the outside and try to put your leg on like a backpack. Keep your chin tucked, your head off the floor, unless it feels good to put it back. But most of us are going to have our chin tucked. Press out through the right heel. Stomach in. Of course, right? That's what we do when we have our leg on like a backpack. And gently, gently, gently release. Bend both knees. Set your feet on the floor. Open your feet, open your arms, and windshield wiper your feet. So arms at your sides, feet on the floor, just move your knees side to side. Hug your knees into your chest. Shins or the back of the thighs, your call. Move your legs side to side here. And then back to center. Roll up and down the spine. Roll up and maybe come to balance. Roll back. Balance. Roll back. Come up. Lift your butt. Lower. Roll back. Come up. Lift your butt. Lower. Let's do 2 more. Roll up. Lift. Lower. 1 more. Lower. And let's get our splits. This is it, final splits. If you're like, oh, hell no, no splits for me, dragon lunge is a good place to work. So what we're gonna do is take our mat and kind of make a fold on the entire left side. So just take the left side of your mat and fold it like a third. It doesn't have to be science, but because you'll still want mat under your right leg. Left knee on your mat, right foot forward. And so you have your lunge position. You can also opt for a half split position or walk your left knee back and come into a split. I'm going to hold a split with a timer. And you guys have 3 minutes. So do what feels appropriate for you in this 3 minutes. If that is, you know, not what we're doing right now, you can, of course, opt for something else. I just wanted to give you the option of dragon lunge if split or half split wasn't in your practice right now. Focus on your breath and bring your attention inward. So this is yin. Yin is the yielding of the joints to gravity. Depth comes from time held. If you are in your splits and you want to walk your body forward and really surrender that way, that would be the ultimate yin. I'm staying upright. And because this is a 3-minute hold, remember that it takes time. It takes time for the muscles to stop helping. It takes time for your mind to stop thinking it's helping too. So if you can, just allow the process, allow the breath, the shift. What happens, we're I mean, we're already 2 minutes in, you guys. Oh my gosh, we're more than 2 minutes in. So what happens if you let your body come even more toward the floor? Do not quit before the miracle. What can you relax right now? One more breath. Complete exhale, 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 exhale. And that's time. Okay, to come out, emergency exit might be the best way. Roll onto your right hip. Come onto your right elbow, slide your left knee forward and right leg back. Fix your mat. And I'm going to suggest a seal pose in between. So come like you're taking an upward facing dog, hands under your shoulders, but relax your lower body. Seal pose. If that's too much on your back, Sphinx pose, elbows on the floor. So seal pose, hands are flat, legs relaxed, and shoulders relaxed. It's okay to very gently shift your weight right and left. So very commonly when we teach splits, there's lots of padding, but I wanted to kind of go without tonight and explore that. You know, we use the mat as padding, but you know, there is time there, it is appropriate to cushion your joints, especially under the knees and at your like most center point in a splits. That is a way of building trust, like your body building trust. Very carefully lower onto your belly. You can rest your chin or your forehead on your hands. Push into the floor with your belly as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, relax even more. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet. And make your way back upright for our other side splits. So take the whole right side of your mat and double it. Slide your left foot forward. Half split. Dragon. Dragon, remember, is the lunge. If you feel like you're ready for more splits, use your right toes, turn your right toes under, walk your right knee back, straighten your right leg. And here you go, 3 minutes. So what I was saying a few minutes ago about padding. So you might put a pad of some kind, like a towel, under the back knee, under the front knee, and like even more like a super rolled up blanket under your groin. And over time, that will let your body yield to gravity. So over time, your splits deepen with the assistance of props. But tonight, I decided to just go commando, unless you already had your towels and blankets ready. I'll put it in the notes for this class in case you want to come back to it. Sometimes taking time in splits and playing with what's happening with the feet, point and flex, press out through the heel, those actions that we do in so many postures. Squeezing thigh muscles, glute muscles, that can change things. A little bit of engagement can actually encourage muscular release so you can get more into the joints. Last minute. Focus on your breath. See if you can surrender more into the split. Of course you can. I definitely recommend 3 minutes is a good place to work. And that's time. If you can tolerate more, move toward more, but it is very, very advised to just kind of work at one place for a while, because coming out right now, this is the hard part. So turn your right toes under, slide your right knee forward. If you need the emergency exit, do. That would be come onto your left hip, bend your left leg. It might not be very graceful, but that's okay. And then fix your mat and come to table. Hold table. Take a breath. Let's exhale, turn and look at your right hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn and look at left hip. Center. Again, right. Center. Left. Forearms to the floor. Slide your legs back and come into Sphinx. Last Sphinx option of class. Sphinx or coming up into seal. So again, Sphinx, elbows, palms, forearms flat, legs relaxed. I do like a chest forward and up action. For seal, hands to the floor and straight arms. Push into the floor with your index finger. Kind of squeeze like you're, pinching your iPhone. You know, you're closing something on your phone. Chest forward and up. Pull the soft part of your elbows forward if you are in seal. Take one more breath and gently lower. Make a pillow with your forearms, rest your chin or your forehead. Bend your knees, windshield wiper. In your windshield wipers, unless this is too much for your spine and hips, speed it up a little bit. So not like crazy so you slam your foot down on the floor, but just faster than you normally would. Like you're driving on I-5 and it's fucking raining. Turn your windshield wipers on. Get your feet going. And you're passing a semi, oh my God. Windshield wipers. And slow it down. You pass the semi. Slow it down. Intermittent windshield wiper, left and right. And one more left and right. Bend your knees, cross your ankles now. Open your knees wide, cross your ankles, your feet, and just let your feet drift towards the floor. So the feet are still crossed. Keep the feet hooked, push your feet towards the mat. And bend the knees again, switch the cross. Pelvis down, belly down, feet towards the floor, knees wide. Take one more breath. Uncross and turn over onto your back. Come to final relaxation. Flip over onto your back. If you have a prop and you want to use it, maybe you have a rolled up towel or a blanket or a block under your rib cage or your pelvis. Get yourself situated. And start to deepen your breath. Start to deepen your breath. Soften your hands, knuckles down, palms up, eyes closed. Integrate what you have done during the last 90 minutes. Tune back into your highest self, your teacher. Find that wave of gratitude. Breathe steadily. and receive this blessing. May the long time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. May the pure light within you guide your way on. Thanks, guys. Another Kraken class, crack-a-lackin'. Take your time. This is your time now for quiet meditation. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.